All right, everybody, and welcome back for the long-awaited, anticipated launch day of Blueprints. This is our episode 1. We're about to get started here in just a moment. We will be doing live streams for pretty much every episode of this game that I can imagine. There might be some recorded episodes here and there, but first things first, for anybody that's new to this game, I'm not going to fully restrict myself because I've played a lot of the demo. I've played about 50 hours of the demo, so there's a lot of things in this game that I know. So this is your heads up right now. There's going to be a lot of spoilers. I already have some skills with drafting and understanding how the game works, and there are certain things that I cannot avoid doing. However, for those of you that are new to the game and just discovering this series, the first few episodes, I'm going to play a little more casually, trying to force rediscover things. So if I know the code to a safe, I'm not going to punch in the code to that safe until I actually find the information to unlock it again. So we're going to be basically starting the game over to get sort of a fresh feel for it. But as we get started here, first things first, we're going to read our Steam store description. So Blueprints. Welcome to Mount Holly, where every dawn unveils a new mystery. Navigate through shifting corridors and ever-changing chambers in this genre-defying strategy puzzle adventure. But will your unpredictable path lead you to the rumored Room 46? Now, this game came out today. It is currently 7:10 a.m. on April 10th. The game launched about 10 minutes ago. The developer is Dogu Bomb, publisher is Raw Fury, and they have made a fantastic game. I am expecting Game of the Year quality content. This game was 8 years in the making. It's amazing. I love it. I love everything about it. There are some cool achievements that we can take a peek at as well. But first things first, to play this game, get a pen, get some paper, notebook, notepad, ThinkPad, MacBook, I don't know, whatever you need to do to write down. You can't play this game without writing down information. So make sure you have something to store information on. Screenshots, whatever it may be, you're going to need it. And with that, we're going to jump straight into our run here. Yes, Shadow, I'm going to restrict myself from the apple orchard. Because I don't want my gameplay to just jump straight into like 50 hours of knowledge. I think it would be cool to run through all of the cutscenes again. So we're not going to skip anything. We're just going to let everything play out. Now, there's some things I'm going to be like, oh yeah, and I'm going to forget. But that's not, we can't help it. Also, you guys let me know if the game needs to be turned up or turned down. Let me know. Also, shameless plug, subscribe, shameless plug. This is a stream that's going for 12 hours, hopefully. The goal is to also get to 2,000 subscribers. We're like 60 away.
To publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones.
That's us, we're Simon P. Jones.
My dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
God, I love the music in this game. It's so good.
Is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Blueprints! We've done it! By the way, Tonda Ross explicitly said the best way to play this game is in like a dimly lit room. Unfortunately, I have a skylight, so it's a little bright right now, and there is no dimly lit room. But, you know, so be it. Oh, and you know what we can do? I didn't even think about it. You know what? I'm not gonna. I'll leave it just like that. I was gonna put my going live in the Blueprints chat for Discord, but I think I'll leave it be. I don't want to interfere with anybody else's stuff that's in there. All right, we're here. I did bump the audio up for you guys a little bit, so we need to go back and read all of our cards. So this is the front foyer. We know this. Let's read our letters. This is going to be rough because I did not account for the fact that I'm going to have to reread every single piece of information in the game. If we make it to 12 hours, I might be quiet for some of those. Open only in the event of my death. You know what? Give me a sec. I'm just going to clear my throat. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path, and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Let's go, Squilliam, thank you for the donation. That's a real donation. That's not fake. That's a real super chat. Squilliam's a homie for that. Oh, and this is, yes, Alexis. That's why we're going to reread everything just in case anything changed. But thank you, Squilliam. I thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate it. Something wrong, Squiddy. Squidward. Alright, let's see. You found the Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing Tab. The blueprints! We do get to skip replays of cutscenes, not on the first day the cutscene appears in real game, right? Yes, so I'm going to play the first cutscene one time through for anybody starting this series as a new viewer, but after that, yeah, we're skipping cutscenes. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose one step. When you no longer have any feet left, you will be too tired to continue and searching the manor and must call it a day. To continue searching the manor. I already don't like that we can change the controls. Okay, well, here's one of the things, too, we're going to do, right? I did say we're going to start off completely fresh. My notebook, we're starting over from the beginning. But some of the things that we do have knowledge on, we're going to keep with us, right? So in my head, I'm like, listen, we're in the front foyer. We know, right? We know certain things mean things, but we'll come back to them in a little bit. Let's get started on our run here. A closet? No. The security room cutscene is nice. I want to make sure we play through the cutscenes. I do like a hallway here. It's kind of perfect already. Closet, utility closet, and lavatory. Dude, I cannot wait to see the bathroom. The lavatory, I need to go to the lavatory. Oh, this is new. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Okay. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. And here's the thing, for those of you that know, let's try not to spoil too much. Obviously, I know it's going to be tough for the first couple hours that we play this, because we're kind of going through... Yeah, Jafar, listen, I know you guys know what this means, but let's not try to spoil everything. 10 minutes into a 12-hour stream, I need to go to the lavatory. I mean, this is a good spot for a... It's the lavatory. We have to, right? Like, we have to take the lavatory. There's no chance. No. I have to do it. I have to. I'm so scared. I'm scared to go in there. I don't know what's in here. If there is no drain in the sink, I'm gonna lose my shit. Honda Ross said the game was done. He said the game was done before the demo came out. I'm so scared. No. There's no drain in the sink. There's no drain in the sink. This is bullshit. I can't handle this. There's a drain in the tub. There's the thing in the tub. There's handles. You can drain the water in the tub. Herbert Sinclair's towels are here. What are we doing? What are we doing with this sink? Yeah, give me a refund. The soap is new. Right? Has there always been a little bar of soap up there? Can we turn the water on? Oh, could you imagine if we could turn the water on? Can we turn the water on in the tub? There's so much that we have to explore for no reason. Can we flush the toilet? We can't. This is not a sink. It's not a real sink. I stand by that. Everyone feel free to go into the Discord and complain about this. That's not a real sink. I'm so sad. The drain is the friends we made along the way. Oh, that's brutal. That hurts. That hurts a little bit that they didn't change the sink. It's a bowl. It's just a bowl. Yo, the parlor room got a little update. Look at that. The corridor also, like, some of these designs look a little... They just look a little, like, cleaner, you know, for final art. We'll probably take the parlor here, because why wouldn't we start with a lavatory and then a parlor, you know? Because, God forbid I do anything else. Okay, it's time. May the 2nd. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while, since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back. It involved 3 different boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. As always, your friend, M. Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, and the other 2 are always empty. And then this is the key for the parlor puzzle. The wind-up key. So, is there anything else in this room? Do we have any items to pick up? It doesn't look like it. The game also just feels smoother. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but like, I know the demo ran perfectly fine, but this is like, I don't know if my sensitivity is just a little bit higher as well too, but like, it just feels so smooth. And with that, we are going to turn our sensitivity down. Just real quick, just a tiny bit. Mouse sensitivity, we'll put it on... Why is that 0.9? Oh, that's 0.5. Okay, in field of view? Hey! Oh, smooth look is turned on. Okay, cool. Alright, we can actually turn it down just a tiny bit more. Not that it's like a problem, I just kind of like having a bit of a slower swing. Okay, well, let's get started here. There are 4 boxes in this room. That's a lie. So we know that that's not true. Can you still go behind the couch? I'll find out in a moment. There's only 1 box in this room. That's also a lie. The gems are in the true box. Well, that means... Okay, alright, look, no, this is bull, right? Okay, so here's the thing. This is false. This is false. The gems are in the true box. But that's that's a paradox, right? Like, you can't call this the true box by saying that the statement is true because it is. I don't. I know this is the answer. I know it's the answer, okay? No, I don't like it. Oh, yes, you can still go behind the couch back here. All right, well, let's open this up and get the gems in the true box. Because we know those other two are not true. Listen, I'm gonna overthink it, okay? The gems are in the true box. Just because these two are lies, this one has to be true. But you can't just say it's true because the other two are lies. Alright, that's fine. Well, we did it. We did it. First parlor room was a success. We have a pantry, a bedroom, and a storeroom. I do not want to put a dead end here already. I do like the idea. Well, apparently, the way the parlor puzzles work, apparently, is that they get harder as the runs go on. Apparently, they get harder as the runs go on. So, like, I don't know if that's true or not, but they're supposed to get more difficult over time. Um, yes, I will take the pantry. I want to take the pantry here. We need our apple. We don't have any extra footsteps for the day. Yes, we have to eat our apple. If Bob's here, I'm sorry. Imagine day 50 parlor puzzle. I'm so excited to take rooms we've already seen before, just in case there's new stuff. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, and 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover the expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Oh, so those 4 coins are the leftover change. I never knew that. It's been so long since we've read these notes. A spare room, a nook, and a corridor. Not a bad spot for the spare room, actually. I would like to use the spare room here. Now, we don't have many steps, so going back seems like a good idea right now. Because I don't need to run straight into a spare room for nothing. You know what? Let's see what we got right here. Hey, a courtyard. A closet! We love the closet right here. This is like the perfect closet spot. And a chapel as well. Imagine every day Simon downs all 15 fruit before starting a run. He's just standing in the front foyer, just shoveling fruit down his gullet. That would be ridiculous. Alright, let's see. Closet. We'll take the closet here. I like the idea of 2 items. Let's see what we've got. We've got a gem and the coin purse. A small coin purse. Each time you collect 3 coins, earn an additional 1 coin in interest. Can we, like, backdate that to the other one, please? Tonda said that the best opening move is a closet straight up. I mean, look, I agree with him. I think it's a solid spot for it. The kitchen, the corridor, and the guest bedroom. We will be taking the corridor. Are we going to take the corridor? I don't like leaving us with one option left. The corridor gives us a chance to get another corner room, so I'm going to go ahead and take corridor. I know we don't really have keys for later, but we can work it out. Okay. Storeroom, not bad. Nook, better. Nursery, not bad. Nook's better here. Gives us a key anyways. Some good lore, yeah. Also, our footsteps are... Did we always have, like, such distinct footsteps in the game? I can hear... You probably can't hear it now that I'm talking, but... I just don't remember them like that. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. Oh, excuse me again. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps the most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. I love that they put that in the game. That they were like, hey you, playing the game, get a journal. Wow, I don't think I've ever drafted a den at this location. We're going to, but, like, it just feels weird to see the den on the wall like this. That's so odd to me. But we'll take it. Henrik, I have determined that my yawning is not from me being sleepy. It's, No, Alexander, I will not be going blind for the billiard room. That's just one that I'm going to tell people that we're going to explain it as we go. It's the reading that causes the yawn. I yawn too every time you read something. I think I figured out my headset, the way it pinches my jaw or whatever. When I start reading a lot or start talking a lot, it makes me yawn when I put my headset on. But without my headset, I'm fine. Gonna fall asleep before the first hour. Hey, Hazel, welcome to the stream. Ooh, that's another decent spot for the chapel. I don't want to go up there yet, though, because of the sake of losing money. We could save our chapel for other places. It is a bit weird, but, I mean, I also sneeze when I look at the sun. You know, like, I go outside, and if it's too bright, it makes me sneeze. Patio is good for the start. Bedroom, I wouldn't mind saving for another location. I don't really want to put the chapel here. Hi, Lucky. Welcome to the stream. Let's do... this is tough. We already have 4 gyms. Let's hold off on the patio. Let's take the bedroom right here. The chapel openings are better. The dining... Okay, well, I will take the utility closet for sure. The dining room? Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Alright, well, we're taking the utility closet. Sun sneezers are an evolutionary thing. Yeah, that's true. Okay. In here we have this box. Well, we know toggling buttons is a good idea. Turn off the power to everything. I would like the power on for the garage if we get it. This is what I mean by, like, prior knowledge, right? Like, I'm not just gonna come in here and pretend like I don't know what any of these buttons do. Like, not doing the color puzzle? Well, we could do the color puzzle, right? You just have to make them all green. And then you make them all purple. I'm not faking this. This was something we figured out on our own anyways. Right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, well, we did that. We can make them all purple, but for now, since we don't know the rest of the code, we're just going to leave it like that. I just wanted to see if I could remember my stuff. But everything is turned on. But yes, we don't know, we don't know the rest of it. Hey, we got ourselves a little die. An ivory die. While drafting, you may use to roll new floor plans. Hey, this is new. Greetings from Reddington. Can we do anything with this? Nope, it just says greetings from Reddington. There's got to be some information hidden in here. We need a magnifying glass for sure. Is there anything else going on in the room? Doesn't look like it. Can we wear the hat? Plus style points for the run? That'd be kind of cool. Wow. This might actually be a good spot to redraw, because I don't like the drawing room right here. I think this is a good place to redraw, genuinely. I want it. We can get something better here that goes up, right? Holy hell, we can't. Okay, I guess we're taking the chapel. Are we working under the assumption that the changed order of the colored lights? No, Idiocide, we're not assuming they changed it. What we are doing is we're sort of playing the game as if we're a new player. So until I rediscover certain information, I'm not going to just, like, storm through all of the puzzles. We're gonna force relearn some things, which I think is okay. The chapel is beautiful, though. I like that every time you come in here, you get music just about. Yeah, it was a pretty bad draw. A passageway. Alright, well, at least we're spending 2 of our gems, but these are rough room draws to start with. Let's go over here by our spare room and see what we get. We got the dining room, the storeroom, and the kitchen. I will take the storeroom right here for the extra resources. That seems perfect. 1 shekel, 1 key, 1 gem, and we're out of here. We got our loot from the storeroom. Hey, nothing locked yet. A boudoir, a guest bedroom, and a nursery. What if I just picked a dead end just to be funny, huh? Wouldn't that be hilarious? Okay, not really, but let's get the boudoir. Hey! We're back in the boudoir. What have we got over here? We've got our Christmas photo. I'm not taking the nursery. It would have ended the run. Day 1 would have been over. We are... Does the mag... I don't remember finding anything from this. We'll hold off for now. Oh, there is the safe back here. So here's the thing, right, about this. Not that my gameplay will be a walkthrough series. But again, for like day 1 and things like that, I don't want to just like give people the answers. Like, we're fine. We're going to be playing this game for 12 hours. It's okay if we, you know, shoehorn a few days and everything like that. I do have the spare room. That's true. The Great Hall already? What the hell? 7 locked doors? I kind of don't like this. But we do have 2 keys. Getting the Great Hall is kind of cool. I said, you know what? Let's do it. Let's get the Great Hall. You're right, Alexis. The safe is okay to open, but I don't want someone to just watch episode 1 and then to have the code to the safe. I do want people watching my series to be able to figure things out on their own. We still have 2 paths? No, we just had the one. It was the spare room and the boudoir. But if we got the nursery here, we would have had just a spare room. I feel like we would have drawn double dead ends. Open the indoor first. This one? That's fair. It's locked. Should we open the indoor first? The spare room door is unlocked, right? No, it may be locked anyways. So that's probably the smarter way to go about this. Let's go ahead and use one of our keys here. We have a conference room, the East Wing Hall, and a commissary. The East Wing Hall is pretty solid. The commissary, we do actually I don't mind the, well, we've only got $4. Only got $4 with us. East Wing Hall or conference room? It's a tough choice here. Yeah, I'm with you guys. I think conference would be better because we can get the East Wing Hall. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. At least pretend it is a blind playthrough. Yeah, that's true, that's true. Let's see what's in here. Oh, it was unlocked. Cool. Safe code 9083. Reminder, after the meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Are there any more other notes on the table? What if we do that? What if we just play the rest of the run like we've never played this game before? I think I might do that just for the hell of it. An apple! Oh. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Okay. And we're going to play the game like we've never played before. So I'm going to write down safe code is 9083. That's going to get to some of you guys, but I think playing the game brand new is a safe way to do it. Now, here's our options, right? We have one avenue up that's guaranteed, or we have a 1 in 3 chance of getting a guaranteed room. Should we go? We should take the guaranteed path. I'm not going to gamble on 3 locked doors. Alright, a courtyard, a billiard room. Okay, well, the courtyard is 2 rooms. Hopefully neither one of them are locked. We could take the guest bedroom here for 10 extra steps. That'd be cool. The billiard room and the courtyard. We're taking the courtyard here, because it gives us more avenues of approach. We got a shovel. Alright, beautiful shovel. What have you got for me? Give me a key. Dig up the dirt spot. We got a coin. A key card. It does not appear to be powered on. We love the shovel. We got a key! That's actually huge! I didn't think we'd get one. Don't be locked. Yes, it's not locked. A security room! Yes! And we have a gym! This is a perfect spot. This will actually open up into the Great Hall as well. Okay, well, now we can come over here. Okay, so. Let's see what's going on. That's me. Look, there's me on the bottom screen. You see me down there, moving around? Look at me go. I start T-posing. Okay, so what have we got here? This looks like a library, like a study. This is the music room. There's like a piano in there. There's the nook. We were already in the nook. There's a vault. Yeah, that's a vault door. That's the wine cellar. Then we've got... This looks like the storage room. One of the east wing halls. What else do we have? That's like a closet. That looks like the office. Nursery. Archives room. Another nook. We got 2 cameras on the nook. It's kind of interesting. Statue room? Like a home theater? The ballroom, the pool house, another door on our camera on the vault door. This is like a jewelry. I don't know. I don't even know what that is. And then the spare room. All right. Well, let's see what else we have. Oh, dude, what if we were like sitting here and then, yeah, what if someone just started like walking through these other rooms? That would be creepy as hell. Blue memos equal true. Red memos equal lies. Okay, hold on. You write this down. Write that down. Write that down. Blue memos equal true. Red memos equal false. Okay, so now that we know that the safe code of 9083 is not that, because that was on a red note. That note was red, so ignore that. We did have a red memo in the beginning. Actually, we had 2 red memos. We had the safe code that was 9083. That's not obviously the safe code. And then it also said that West Wing Hall's doors are more likely to be locked. So does that mean that they're more likely to be unlocked? Or does that just not mean anything? Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Oh, excuse me. Okay, and then there's a terminal password right here that we can't read because it's scribbled out. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Lies. We know this is a lie because the red memos are lies. Now, blue is true. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Imagine being an employee and you never draw a room that you could clock in from. That's actually funny as hell. Okay, cool. So we now know that as we go further north, this way, we're going to have more locked doors, and that we are more likely to have keycard access doors like this one right here. What else do we have in here? Oh yeah, the computer. Okay, welcome to Mount Holly Security. Enter. View the estate inventory. The following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. This list will be updated as new rooms are added. There are 3 coins and 1 upgrade disc. Okay. Main menu. Keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently offline. Keycard system settings. Okay. Keycard system settings set the security level. The security level determines the amount of security doors that will be deployed in your estate. Ergo, you should expect to see 1 or 2 with a low setting and 5 or 6 with a high setting. Well, we want the high setting, so we want as many as possible. Because we can change, right now it says it's offline, so this mode determines the default setting the security doors will be set to if power is lost during a blackout, for example. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working on the estate. Well, I'm not staff, but I am working on the estate, so I'm going to leave it as unlocked. So now we're going to get more security doors, and they're going to be unlocked automatically. So the door behind us in the courtyard should be unlocked. And then what is our last thing here? Return to the security menu. Log into network. Terminal password. We don't have a password. Let's try incorrect password. Password. Surely, right? Incorrect password. Okay, one more. Sinclair. Incorrect password. Okay, fine. So somewhere we'll get a password. Yet 9083. Could you imagine? Okay. Alright, well, there's some tapes over here. A car tape 36? What the hell? Oh, I didn't mean to click on the door. Alright, well, we have the guest bedroom, the workshop, and the kitchen. We don't have anything to combine. The kitchen or the guest bedroom. We'll take the workshop. It's kind of cool. And then, what else do we have? The courtyard. So this door is unlocked too, so we could go over here. Oh, we do have the shovel and the coin purse. Maybe we could combine stuff. Alright, let's go to the courtyard. Also, does that mean there's going to be money in the conference room? I don't know, but this door should be unlocked now. We have the bunk room, the dark room, and the veranda. We don't have enough gems for that, and the dark room actually lets us get another room up. And then there's the bunk room. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting this room. Okay, well, let's take the dark room here. Yep, it's a dark room. It is a completely dark room. Oh, wait a second, though. Hold on. We did have a utility closet. And in there was a switch for, like, power for the... I turned the power off. So, if we go back, we could probably turn the power back on for the... There was a switch in there that said dark room. So we're going to go back to that. Is there a shorter way? I guess we could go through the conference room. See if there's anything in there for us. Because we don't need to go back through security, Great Hall. Actually, hold on, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it would be way better to go back through the Great Hall. Alright, so let's go this way. Back through the Great Hall. Oh. What? What the hell? It's locked? How is this locked? We're in the Great Hall right now. Oh, that sucks. Well, how many steps do we need to get back to the dark room with the power on? Because spending a key here is probably not worth it. We could just, well, we just wasted like 2 steps. So we'll go conference room and then go back to the Great Hall. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't even think that was going to be... Oh, yes! Another security door. Okay, well, we need to go this way. Were there any coins in here? No, it says we missed 3 coins somewhere, but I don't know where those coins could be. So let's go back this way. You know what? The coins are probably behind one of these doors. Passageway, chapel, den, utility closet. Passageway, chapel, den, utility closet. Okay, so if we come back over here now, we can go to the dark room and turn the power on. Okay, so now the power's back on for the dark room. Let's go back over there and see what it looks like now. Or it should be on. Hey, look! Little paper crane. It's me, I am the paper crane, but I'm a frog. Paper frog. Dude, we lost so much money to the chapel already. Oop, I almost went into the storeroom, but we need to go back to the boudoir. It's a different door, so it's a loophole. Yeah, somewhere in here it said there were 3 coins in the estate and an upgrade disc. It's got to be behind these doors. We know this door, if we unlock it, goes up into the security room because that's where we were in the room itself. But we don't need to deal with that. Also, we're down to 14 steps, so we're getting kind of low here. Yes, the power's back on in the dark room. Okay, so... Oh, there's all sorts of stuff in here. Yo, these ladies look creepy. Well, she looks creepy. Open the 3rd door facing the security room? No, those doors will always be locked. In the Great Hall, every door is locked. You have to use a key to open them, regardless. And we're learning that because even when we got into the security room, we have to go back the other way. Okay. It's the same photo, but blurry. This is a lady working in the office. Do you think that's Mrs. Babbage? Or do you think that's Herbert's wife? Hey, look at Jim. There is a apple orchard. I don't know who this is. Very pretty lady. Print notes. Herbert Sinclair has requested yet another print of her ladyship, and I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark to keep. Oh, hold on. He said the last development was too dark to keep, so keep an eye on that. Oh, it was too dark, so keep an eye on that. Yeah, I'm having a rough time there. More pictures. Yo, is that my boy Herbert? Oh, he's got something right here. He's got like a blurry note in his hand. Let's see. Oh, it's a picture of the tree again. Look at this man. So handsome. Is there more stuff in the middle over here? Nope, just a blurry photo again. The camera again. Yeah, we need like a magnifying glass to look closer. It is him who left the red notes. What's with this blurry photo, like multiple times? Alright, well, so be it. Okay, so... Well, that's everything in here. I guess we could try to go up to this room. We still have the workshop room. You're locked? Ah, we might as well use our key here. There was a key in the camera? What do you mean? This camera? Wait. the camera. I don't know what you mean by a key in the camera. Unless there's like a camera in this room that had a key in it, and I'm just dumb. The bottom right. I don't know what that means. There's a slight delay on stream. The bottom right? Sorry, Jafar. I'm not sure I'm understanding. If you're very detailed with me, I probably will understand. And the image I looked at first, we'll have to take a look. Yo, a dining room, though! Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. We can get there. The East Wing Hall. Hey, soon. What's happening? We are on day 1 of our Blueprints run. And while we may have pretty good knowledge about this game, we are playing the game as if it's our first time ever playing it. So, we're re-exploring everything to see if there's anything new. I am a brand new player. I would like the dining room here. Looks like your day 1 just ended due to lack of keys. Well, I'm down keys as well, so I'm kind of worried here. We'll take the dining room, though. Oh, there's a gym in here. And some wine. And some treasure maps on top of some plates. We can't access this. It did say each day a meal is served when you reach rank 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if this door is not locked, it's locked. Is this door locked? It's not locked. Oh no! Okay. It is locked. But the walk-in closet might have a key in it. If the walk-in closet has a key, we can go up a rank, which would be really cool. We're gonna take the walk-in closet here. 10 steps for the guest bedroom doesn't matter. Food for sale doesn't matter. We're gonna take the walk-in closet and hope there's a key in it. I don't think there's a key in here. There's a key card. There's 2 gems. And then these were like animated. Yeah, the car keys. A spare set of car keys. Oh, hey, it's her again. The lady of the house. Shoes, shoes, shoes. Pictures of stuff. There's some flan. Who puts pictures of flan in their closet? Alright, well, we don't have a key, so we're locked out here, and I don't think there was anywhere else to go. Henrik, what is the day 1 achievement? Go to the workshop? Oh, there was something in the workshop, that's true. Let's head over to the workshop. Reach room 46 on day 1? That's crazy. Oh, look, a sledgehammer. A sledgehammer can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. An E for Sinclair. I don't know. Oh, music page 8. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. Okay, hold on. This looks like noteworthy takes. All right, we're writing this down. Music sheet number 8. Stones cut by hand. I'm not going to write down the whole thing. Hey, Rag, welcome to the stream. Screenshot the music. You know what? I could clip it. Alt F10. There we go. Instant replay clipped. I call BS. The door can't be locked if there is no door. The sledgehammer should open doors. I agree. The sledgehammer should let me through. A message read is often lost to spellers. Okay, so message is bold. So I'm gonna go to oh, F12. That's right. F12 is a screenshot. Thank you. I forget about that, Zax. Windows Shift S. Alt F10 clips my last minute and a half of gameplay, so That's way better to just press F12. Thank you. Okay, so this is page 8. So music sheet number 8, the bold word on it says message. And then it also specifically says, yeah, Alt F4. And then it says, among the bold words spoken soft, the note is read, but the letter is not. What is the note for message? So there's a D right here, but there's like a bunch of notes, so I'm not going to worry about these. Do not Alt F4. All right, well, that's enough of that. What else do we have in here? We have a table, a shovel, combine inventory to create new items, the key card and the coin purse, the key purse. It gives you unlimited keys. Could you imagine? That'd be sick as hell. Okay, well, that's not going to work. The shovel and the sledgehammer? Nope. They're all red, so none of these, like, combine with each other. Could you imagine the key card and the sledgehammer? You just tape the key card to the end of the sledgehammer, and then when you get to the next door to open, you just smash the shit out of it. Oh, okay. Well, it looks like none of that is gonna work. Is there anything else in here? Some diagrams on the wall. The true box does not always contain the prize. What? What? Oh, for the parlor room! The parlor room. The true box does not always contain the prize. Oh, that's right, yeah, because the rules just say 2 are telling the truth. Or, I'm sorry, it says basically 2 are one and 1 is the other. So 2 could be true, 2 could be false, and 1 will always be the opposite. But this is telling us that the true box doesn't always have the prize just because it's true. It just says, like, one of the false boxes could contain the contain the gems. Okay, well, that's kind of cool. That's like a lovely little hint right there. I don't remember if I saw that in the demo. We also only have 4 steps left, and we have no keys, so I think that's it. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything left to do on day 1. Day 1 is complete. Well, you know what? I say we end it in the dark room. You know what? Let's go back for dinner. Go to the Great Hall. We can't do anything in the Great Hall anyways. We don't have any keys. Alright. So if we go in here... Oh, cool, it just ends automatically. You have used all your footsteps and must now call it a day. You have pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion and must now return to your campsite to get some rest. You can continue your search tomorrow, however, the house might be a little bit different. We made it to dining room rank 7. We could shovel, just dig our way through. It was 53 minutes for episode 1. Mount Holly, ordinary villa. We have 25 total rooms. We made it to rank 7. We took 60 steps and we found 6 items. And we built a Tetris house. Tunnel like a badger. Save and continue, please. Oh, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and call it here. So that's going to be it for episode 1. I hope you guys enjoyed the fresh start to the series, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya!